I think we're live. I believe we are live. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with another live stream on this Memorial Day Monday. I hope everyone's having a good Memorial Day. So I decided to do a stream today, kind of a special stream, Memorial Day obviously is for veterans that did die in the line of duty. I should say the line of defense of America. So, yeah, it is a kind of a somber holiday, but I hope everyone's having a good evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And today we're just going to have a chill stream. Just relaxing, chilling out, talking about 24, and I guess playing some campaign trail stuff. Of course, like usual, if you want your questions for sure answered, make sure you send a super chat because that is, of course, the best way to get your questions answered. And, this is going to be a fairly chill stream. We're not going to do much. I should say nothing like crazy. We're not going to do like a 2024 prediction, or I just have it up because why not? Like, no general election prediction, but watch 16 GOP debates. We will. Starting tomorrow, we're going to do the second GOP debate. So, I just got to figure out the times and stuff. Just not today because we got some important business, or not important, just I got some stuff going on later, so I really can't stream the stuff. But, so I hope everyone's having a good Memorial Day. Let's see. Thoughts on Wakanda's new laws. Yeah, didn't Uganda, ban gay marriage, or, ban gay people? I know that's New York Times is, twisting the words, but isn't it is a ban of homosexual acts, I believe? If I'm not mistaken. You could still just say you're gay, but you can't just do, acts of it, I guess. And apparently, New York Times are trying to make it sound like it's a death penalty, which it's in it, I believe, but it's only for, if you do it to minors or something like that. I don't know the exact law, but that's apparently what it is. Start a Clips channel, shorts to grow the channel. Nah. Not the biggest fan of the short stuff. I try to do it, I don't know. I really don't like it. Do you think Trump will attend the debate since DeSantis is officially in the race? I think it depends. If he's still above, 55% in the national polling, I don't think he's going to attend anything. But if he's starting to get, below 50, below 45, he probably shows up. Prison time for homosexual acts, death sentence, or sexual acts with kids or disabled people. Yeah, that doesn't sound as egregious as the New York Times stuff. And again, my opinion is I'm just against gay marriage. If you're doing something in your bed with, two consenting adults, that's a little bit different, but I still think it's degeneracy. But the death sentence part, I don't know if that's too far or if that's fine. That's not as bad as it originally sounds. If you're doing something to a child or disabled people, that's a whole different ballgame. But, Wholesome DJ Aftershock for 5. Do you think services, finance, and engineering jobs are real jobs, or that they are jobs that are not real and therefore not needed, unlike blue collar? Well, engineering, you do need it. Services, finance, it's real, but I think blue collar jobs are, relatively speaking, more important. That's all. What's your thoughts on Chris Sununu's presidential run? I'm not even going to get into it. Freaking hypocrite. Seriously. Oh, I don't want to go to Washington because it's too far from New Hampshire, but I'm going to run for president. The Ted Cruz tweet. It's Ted Cruz. I don't know anymore. Ted Cruz has just fallen off. That was his one thing that, people would vote for him on. He was conservative on cultural issues. And, he made it sound like, they were, doing the death penalty just for being, gay, which that's how the law was. And again, you could say it's too extreme, but he's pretty much saying, the international community should, respond. It's not really. Will Hurt is supposed to announce if he's running or not today. Oh, gosh. Is he actually going to run? I would laugh. I would honestly laugh if Will Hurd runs. He's the guy that used to be Tony Gonzalez's congressman, his district. So, yeah, are you a gamer? I play games. I play some stuff. Isn't Ted Cruz's daughter bisexual? I don't know. Frankly, I don't know, nor do I care. Like, I don't know. That's the best way I could say it. When will you react to the second GOP debate for 2016? We're doing that tomorrow, probably. Just today we're a bit short on time, so this will probably be a quicker stream. Alright, I guess we'll play some Campaign Trail. People are telling me to play the SpongeBob mod. Oh, gosh, we played Breaking Bad. Where are we going to go with this? Okay. Oh my gosh. What is this? What? This is real? Oh my. Okay, we're not playing this. Content warning, vulgar language. We're not doing that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I can't. I'm sorry. YouTube would literally not allow me to do that. So, we're not. I think there's more Zoomers change Trump. To be determined. But yeah, we are not playing that. I don't... gosh. The McCarthy deal is good. Why are people complaining? We want a recession, not to fix buying shit. Well, the deal was awful. We didn't get anything we wanted except slight increases to work requirements. That's like the only thing we got. Playing 1793. Do Walter White. We did we did do Breaking Bad last time. Will DeSantis do better in the primary with boomers or zoomers? Boomers. Let's see. Play Tucker versus Newsom. That sounds pretty good. Tucker versus Newsom. Is that upon... Is this one? Yeah, I found it. Okay. Let's do the Tucker one. Let's do the Tucker Carlson versus Gavin Newsom. Oh, gosh. What rabbit hole are we going down? Play Youngkin versus McAuliffe. We'll do that after. All right. We're, of course, be playing Tucker and his VP, Holly DeSantis, Tulsi Gabbard, Marjorie Taylor Greene, John James. Ooh. I think Holly would be the best option for VP. James is okay. Okay, I got it. So we're going to be playing as Tucker as... Who should be our VP? I would think Josh Hawley. I think that would be the best option. Let's see. Hawley. Do Hawley. People are saying Hawley. Yeah, let's do Josh Hawley. Why not? Double down the Rust Belt. The mod is so crap. It's caved. I played this mod. Did you hear that Gloria Johnson might run for the Senate? Oh, gosh. Are you serious? All right, screw it. We'll play Josh Hawley. Why not? Winner take all. Normal. Okay, let's look at the polls. What the? Okay. Somebody cooked something up on this mod. DeSantis the best in the game. Whoopee-doo. We're doing Hawley. After the catastrophic loss of Paul Ryan in 2020, many were surprised to see you throw your hat in the ring this year. Can you clarify why you're running? Let's see. For the past 8 years, this administration has spat in the face of hardworking, patriotic American men, women, and children, allowing our country to be infested with immigrants, jobs shipped overseas, and wages to drop. That will change when I'm president. Yeah, that's Josh Hawley. That is Josh Hawley. Well, you certainly aren't backing away from your paleoconservative messaging. Pat Buchanan would be proud. Yeah, it's Pat Buchanan. Rip, game already lost. Oh, well. We're doing Hawley. Screw it. It's a two-term Clinton scenario. That's what I thought. In the GOP debates, fellow candidate Rand Paul has stated that you don't believe in capitalism. How do you respond? American rich elites are mercenaries behind the failures of the middle class. When you see families being torn from their marriages while Democrats supporting giants like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, the first one's ironic. Think about it now. Get richer, the blame falls on strict adherence to market capitalism. Any economic system that weakens and destroys families isn't worth having. A system like that is the enemy of a healthy society. That sounds very much like Tucker. If we look back at the example of Teddy Roosevelt, his intervention in the U.S. economy prevented a communist revolution in the U.S. The reason half the world, why Venezuela today is still enslaved by Bolshevism, is because they were unable to adapt alternate economic systems. These are complexities I don't expect you to understand. People are saying Roosevelt. Should we go? I think Roosevelt. Second one's good, but I think this one's better. Interesting argument. Paul's still going to run third party? Are you serious? Rand Paul's running? Bro, what is this? Alright, how we lose... Okay. This mod is on crack. If we're losing Florida to frickin' Gavin Newsom. Oh, gosh. More question time of the GOP debates, this time on the subject of foreign policy. The Iraq war comes up and you face criticism from John Bolton. Of course he ran. We killed hundreds of thousands of people, lost thousands of our own troops, spent more than $1 trillion, all to eliminate a WMD threat that, despite your assurances, never existed in the first place. American families were destroyed because people like John Bolton thought more about killing people in a far-off land than taking care of true Americans. I like that one. That one's a good answer. This one is no-brainer. Neoconservatism in the Iraq war near universally despised on both the populist right and left. This can only help you. Observers agree you trounced Bolton. Yes, and we still went down in the polling. Good job. Wait a minute. How are we winning Maine, but we're losing Florida? What? Okay. For the first time in 8 years, a political outsider has been selected. How will you address the roaring crowds? We will answer the cosmopolitan elite's demand for global integration by saying to them, you shall not press down upon the brow of the American working man, this crown of thorns. You shall not crucify this country upon a cross of globalism. I like that one. This is exactly what your often ignored base wants to hear. Yes! We're picking up steam! Maine is Tucker's home state. Oh, yeah, yeah. Why did I forget that? We're gonna probably go to Michigan. What was your rationale behind selecting Josh Hawley as your running mate? For the past 6 years, Hawley has been fighting for true Americans in Missouri and the Midwest against an elite who want to debase their wages. He stands firmly behind me on this issue. I like that one. Emboldened by your words, Hawley begins campaigning enthusiastically in the Midwest on your populist campaign, projecting a unified front going into this election. All right. Texas. What? Because of your former position, Fox News is essentially a second arm of your campaign in many areas. Well, this aged well. This aged horribly. What attacks would you like to bring to your opponent, Gavin Newsom? Let's see. If you want any idea of what a Newsom presidency would look like, look no further than his home state. Skyrocketing housing costs and progressive laws that make hardworking American businesses and people leave, while drug addicts and illegals stay. Make no mistake, Newsom's progressivism has ruined California and will ruin the United States. Another good one. This aged poorly. Yeah, it aged pretty badly. I just love how we're winning Michigan by 3, but down by Texas by 4. At a rally in Broward County, Florida, an old man confronts you and accuses Paul Ryan, along with you, of trying to take away his Social Security. That's absolutely incorrect, sir. Unlike other rhinos, I would never touch your Social Security, and I plan to repeat this wherever I go. It's the only way to ensure men like you have a decent living. This man thanks you and walks away satisfied, but center-right, wealthy suburban voters are worried that Social Security will run out soon, and this can only drive more than the RAND. Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! GOP were so close to Michigan, they effed up. Yeah, but still, how is Michigan closer? They're more Republican than Texas in this scenario. In the wake of your nomination, several members of the Republican House Caucus are aligning behind a new Libertarian Party runner, Rand Paul. I'm not going to give these nobodies any attention, but it wouldn't hurt to emphasize our culturally conservative views on guns, abortion, immigration, and stop bleeding. We need to take this development extremely seriously. Third-party candidates are part of the reason why Trump lost 2016. We need to spend as much time as possible denouncing Paul. Let's see. What these rhinos have to understand is that third-party candidates like Rand Paul are never going to win. There are two choices in this election. One who will put America first and one who will continue the establishment left policies of socialism and decay. Yeah, let's go with that one. Oh, well, I made a mistake. That was definitely the wrong thing, I think. CNN and MSNBC are blasting you on previous statements you made about immigration, saying that you support the so-called Great Replacement theory and white supremacy. How do you respond? Look what the moral fiber of this nation has become. The nuclear family and morality have been destroyed. Drugs and crime rampant. You want to know who to blame? There's been more demographic changes than human beings are designed to digest. The only way we're going to recover the soul of this nation is by deporting everyone who doesn't belong here. The elites of the Democratic Party are trying to replace the current electorate. Voters currently casting ballots with more obedient voters from Third World. Everyone makes a racial issue out of it. Ooh, the white replacement theory. No, no, no. This is a voting rights question. I have less political power because they're importing a brand new electorate that we relying on them. Why should I sit there and take it? People are saying be quiet. People are saying be quiet. I think best option be quiet. You're right that supporting the Syrian in any way would be a death trap for you, but Newsom isn't letting you up with any of the attacks on you, so this still hurts a lot. Obamacare has been a scapegoat for much of the hate thrown at Democrats for the past 16 years. Do you have any comments on the program? Obamacare under Clinton Obama have been a failure at helping people who need it the most on every level. We need to stop the rate increasing for people who need it the most. We need to replace it with a system that will help Americans. Yeah, that's a good option. That works. Don't talk about healthcare. Well, whoopee-doo. I already did. We're gonna keep cooking. Don't worry. We're gonna keep cooking as long as we need to. Go to Texas. Abortion is, as ever, the hot-button topic, especially with the current vacancies in the Supreme Court. Do you still hold your pro-life position on abortion? Let's see. We need to stop government funding of Planned Parenthood and Ooh. What should we do? This one's tough. I think we're going to go with the third one. Good. That works. In a scenario that seems too depressingly familiar with the American people, a shooting occurred at Lakeland Elementary School, Tennessee, where 13 were killed. How do you respond? This sort of incident is exactly why we need the second. Okay. Yeah, we're just not going to do an answer for that one. We're just not going to respond. Again, how in the world is... Whatever. What? Is Oregon closer than Nevada? Okay, we're definitely in a unique timeline. Do you plan to repeat the rhetoric you've been using against Mexico for the past couple of years? A wall is completely justified in this case. When the United States is attacked by a hostile foreign power, it must strike back. And make no mistake, Mexico is a hostile foreign power. Mexico has interfered in elections more successfully than Russia by packing our electorate through mass immigration. Hello, real American. Hello there. Yeah, this one's second one. Let's go for it. Another tragedy, Hurricane Walter. The most powerful natural hurricane yet has slammed into the coast of Florida. 290 people have died in the event, and the hurricane is projected to keep traveling inland through Georgia and the Carolinas. Newsom has stopped campaigning to pay respect to the victims. Do you wish to do the same? Okay. Yes, I should. Let's do it. How can I place Tuck in the new campaign trail? It's a mod. That's the only thing I know. The recent downfall of Hurricane Walter has made the national debate about climate change rear up again. How would you like to address the most polarizing question? Okay. Let's go first one. Yeah, that didn't work. We're done. We're not going to win this election. Oops. Since his loss to Hillary in 2016, Trump has made multiple appearances on your show, though his age would make campaigning difficult. Would you like to seek his endorsement? Okay. Trump tapped into the frustrations of the working class better than anyone. It's only natural. Go for it. Well, we're not cooking. We are not cooking whatsoever. Considering Clinton's failure among the Supreme Court, there's a lot of speculation of what the Supreme Court could look like. What are your litmus tests for any other Supreme Court nominees? What decision would you like them to overturn? Okay. I'm going to go Citizens v. United. I'm going to go for the unique one. Great move. You've driven a wedge between the wings of the Democratic Party and dropped progressive turnout. It's very difficult for progressives to believe Newsom will accomplish his progressive agenda when he's funded by Republican super PACs. See? We're cooking. It's Jover. We're cooking. Don't worry. We are 100% cooking. The unemployment rate has continued to climb as high as 10% in the wake of the creation of automated jobs. Yep. Let's go with something. When we automate jobs that were meant for men, we decrease our wage and destroy families. I would take the action to ban self-driving trucks if that's what it would take to save the livelihood of rural America. Yep. Truck drivers and factory workers cheer out the spotlight you've given them and are happy that you're sticking up to the economic interests while late-night TV shows mock you as a neo-luddite. Whatever. Okay, come on, Texas. We need you. We need you bad. Talks about unemployment rate and automation resurfaced and an idea brought up by Andrew Yang in the primaries. UBI. What are your thoughts on UBI? I frankly find the idea of UBI insulting blue-collar American. Ooh. Let's go with it. All right, we just did it. We actually did something good. Okay, campaign in Texas. We will. Polling has shown your approval rating with the same college-educated white voters who voted for Romney in 2012 and Ryan in 2020 be underwater. Do you have any plans to bridge the gap with these voters? Yeah, we're going to go with the last one. Interesting play to Ivy League college students. There remains to be seen whether it will be successful or not. Their social liberalism means it probably won't. Well, whoopee-doo. After revitalizing the progressive movement during the 2016 primary so many years ago, Bernie Sanders, age 83, has died of a heart attack in his Vermont home. Do you have anything to say about him? Okay. Go to the last one. This is a surprisingly nice obituary to Sanders coming from you, and leftists are jumping at the chance to say you respect him more than the DNC. Unfortunately, Sanders' death creates a localized rally around the flag effect for progressives, which boosts, I think Newsom had said. Go Florida. Will you attend the expected 2 presidential debates with Newsom? Yep. In both debates, you seemed confident and assertive, while Newsom appeared weak and out of touch. There is a broad consensus that you won both debates, and you'll receive a huge boost in the polls for it. Okay, we're still only 169 nice electoral votes. We gotta find a way to do something. Fox News journalist has come forward claiming that you sexually harassed her in 2020, and Newsom is already milking the subject for all it's worth. The smeary one. Whoops. This one. And in the 2010s, this would have caused a larger drop in the polls, but people are rightly suspicious about the holding back of Clinton's FBI investigation in 2016. So your poll numbers remain roughly the same. All right. Well, Newsom's unraveling of your sex life seemed to be backfired, as Fox News hosts just returned ammo for Gavin Newsom's infidelity as mayor. Would you like to pounce on this? Key. This is great language to use if you want to appeal to the traditionalist right wing. Many of them are fleeing back to you in the light of this announcement. All right, one more, please. Go to Florida. All right. Hopefully we win. We're probably not, but wait, is that Jesse Ventura? He's the oh gosh. And I love how Rand Paul only got 2% in his own state. That's a great sign. Wait, he did better in Indiana than he did in Kentucky. What? Are you playing as a liberal Tucker? Okay, I can already tell it's probably over. It is so Jover. Trust the plan. Oh gosh, we lost by 7. Yeah, we're not going to win this. We're done. I mean, we're cooking. We're cooking somewhat. Just not the right stuff. We won Maine. We did win Maine. That is cooking something. We did awful in Minnesota. We lost Texas. We got killed there. Yeah, we lost. Okay, well, the election map. Yeah, that's definitely a disaster on many proportions. Yeah, we that was bad. We definitely did not cook. Blexus. We lost by 6 in Texas. We did worse in Texas than Arizona. We got crushed in Nevada. Didn't win Florida. One of the maps of old time. We lost New Hampshire. Paul! Rand Paul, you serious right now? Hold on. Wait a minute. How many votes did we lose New Hampshire by? We lost New Hampshire by 200 votes, and Rand Paul got 32,000. This is why libertarians need to go away. What? Oh my gosh. Why? Again, this is like real life. This is real life to a T. We lose by 200 votes because libertarians are whatever. You can win Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Georgia, Florida. We're done. We're not playing the campaign trail. I rage quit. We're going back to the map. Yeah, so that was cringe. That was real cringe. Oh man. So I think we're due actually, let's see. Let's do actually a 2024 House primary prediction. Why not? I'm bored. Let's do it. Let's do a quick primary prediction. Let's do an update on where everything's at. Lobert Stonewall is vote Republican. 90% of the time they do. Rage quit. Yeah, I know it's a rage quit. What games do you play? Depends. Really does depend. Santos versus Corey Bush. Do you play Hoi 4? Kind of. Like, not as much as I used to, but I do play it. Every now and again. Do the primary if Trump loses the debates. Yeah, should we do, how about this? Let's do a prediction without Trump. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's say Trump, like, drops out or something crazy like that. Let's do a 2024 Senate or presidential prediction with just without Trump. Ben Sinnix for 2. Could you do a hypothetical Ron DeSantis victory primary map? Yeah, let's do the primary without Trump if he somehow drops out, and then do one with Trump. I'm actually very intrigued. So, yeah. Primary without Trump or DeSantis. Oh, gosh. That's like World War III when it comes to primaries. That would be a war. Complete, total, freaking... The map would be a rainbow. There would be no sense. Ass Hutchinson probably wins Arkansas. That's how deep of crap we would be in. Primary without Trump or DeSantis. I just can't get over that. Do it without Donald. Yeah. So let's do it without Trump. And let's start at Iowa. I think, DeSantis, he probably 35%. Because again, with Iowa, everybody's going to get delegate. It's a matter of how much. Pence, I think, does okay here because it is Iowa. It's a bit more of an evangelical state. So he probably will do better. Tim Scott, similar. Probably gets around 15%. Yeah, I think it's something like this. Ramaswamy, I think, does okay. Probably gets around 10%. Haley, probably. Very similar deal, like 8%. And Elder and, like, Hutchinson get, like, nothing. I think it would end up something like this in Iowa. I think Ramaswamy does do better. He definitely has a bit more appeal to them. More Trump voters. Scott does good with the religious right. That's why he's gonna do good in like South Carolina. Democrat primary if Biden didn't run. Oh man, Kennedy versus Williamson. I would not even want to look at that map. Nah, some like Buttigieg would have probably ran. Rap, what are your thoughts on Ramaswamy? He's good. He's solid enough on the issues, but there are some question marks about him. But, I think Iowa would go to, like, DeSantis. But not as much as it should, because Pence and Scott would take a decent share away. Maxwell JW for 5. How likely is it McCarthy's bad deal gets killed by the committee? Well, who's the chairman? I forgot. Who's the chair of that committee that's in charge of the budgets? Because if it's, like, Bishop or something like that, he could kill it. Rick Santorum and Greg Abbott. Maybe. Ben Sinnix for 2. Do a Nikki Haley versus RFK elect. RFK would sweep. He would politically kill Haley. Whoops. Do you think Hutchinson would win Arkansas? In this scenario, we may have to get to that. He endorsed Kraft in Kentucky, but from what I can see, is pretty good, definitely a second choice candidate. For DeSantis, I just have some problems with his team around him. So yeah, Iowa I think ends up something like this. Now New Hampshire, this is where it gets a bit corny, because if I'm not mistaken, New Hampshire's like a 10% threshold. I believe it is. And don't quote me, but I believe it is like a 10% threshold? You forgot to add Chris Christie. He wouldn't even qualify for Iowa. And there's no qualification. He wouldn't even get that. Do a Hutchinson to Santos head-to-head. Oh, gosh, no. No. Yeah, but New Hampshire, I think, let's see. I believe it is 10%. Uh, Santos write-in. I gotta, man, why can't I think top of my head? Is it, let's see here, New Hampshire. Yeah, it is a 10% threshold. Let me pull this up. Alright, here we go. Let me just, get that. So yeah, this is the website we're using for a lot of these prediction stuff. This is like the holy grail for primaries. It like tells you the thresholds for each state and like if it's winner take all. But yeah, New Hampshire's 10%. New Hampshire is a 10% threshold. And I think Ron DeSantis would qualify. He would get like probably do a bit worse, I would think, in New Hampshire. Because it is it's not as socially conservative, so I don't think the cultural stuff would do it. No one reaches 10%. If no one reaches it, it's just winner take all. The House Committee is Jody Harrington. Then nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen in that case. But I think DeSantis gets like 31%. What is the name of that website? TheGreenPapers.com. It's like the holy grail for this primary stuff. Because, yeah, you can read here. It tells you, like, a 10% threshold is needed. Yada, yada, yada. It tells you everything. That's how I was able to make this map. Sununu sweep. But, yeah, yeah, so we're going to, like, do the percentages first. I don't think Pence does that good. He ends up, like, there. Scott, similar deal. I think he gets maybe a tad better than Pence. Ramaswamy, I don't know. He's on the edge. Haley does something. Elder, I still don't know why he's running. Hutchinson may do slightly better because he's running as a moderate Republican. But yeah, so the 10% threshold. I think DeSantis for sure gets it. Elder, no way. Hutchinson, no way. Ooh. There's like a couple on the edge. There's some like right on the border. Would Ramaswamy get 10%? It's because I think it's either Nikki Haley or Ramaswamy. They're right on the edge. I think one of them gets it, though. The other one doesn't. Who would do better? Let's actually ask the people. Who does better in New Hampshire for the primary? Ramaswamy, Haley. Because I'm wondering. Because I think only one of them is going to qualify. Okay, so far it's vast majority saying Ramaswamy. Haley is a hawk. That is true. That is very true. Yeah, majority of people are saying Ramaswamy, so Haley will probably get knocked out. The rest of the delegates, DeSantis probably gets the vast majority. Something like this. Pence probably gets a couple. I think Pence takes second. It ends up something like this. Because it is a 10% threshold. Have you forgot about Kanye? He's not going to run the Republican primary. Let's be real here. Pretty decisive. Yeah, so New Hampshire, I think, goes to DeSantis just because of the threshold. If the New Hampshire primaries were any indication, established PACs don't do well. Yeah, but this is a different field. This definitely, because it doesn't have Trump, it doesn't have anybody like him. Also, Michigan is now a very valuable one. Yeah, they made Michigan 5th now. They made Michigan like the 5th primary, which is weird. Now we're going to South Carolina. And I believe how it works in South Carolina, it's a winner-take-all state. Yeah, so statewide there are 29 at-large delegates to be allocated to the presidential contender receiving the greatest number of votes in the primary statewide. But it also includes each district gets 3. So, for example, if like Tim Scott wins Congressional District 1, just an example, he gets 3 delegates. So, that's, ooh. I think Scott and Haley get something. I think it's either Scott or Haley. I think Ron DeSantis probably gets 1 district. Haley and Scott would be the main ones, though. It would end up... Yeah, but I think Ron DeSantis gets 1, though. So, who does better, Haley or Scott? I think Scott's more well-liked, isn't he? I believe he's more well-liked in the state. Scott is much stronger than Haley. Yeah, so I think we're just going to go like that. Nikki Haley gets a couple districts. DeSantis, I think, gets 1. But I think Scott in this scenario gets a vast majority. Because it is winner-take-all. So yeah, we're going to go with Tim Scott in South Carolina. And I think at this point, Elder and Hutchinson, they both drop out. At that point, I think both of them are just gone. And then we go to Nevada. Nevada, I believe it's... The threshold's so small it doesn't even matter. 4%. So that means, yeah, everybody's going to get some delegates. Everybody's going to get some delegates. Scott narrowly wins. Haley gets a district 2. Yeah. Scott, because Nikki is not an incumbent in the office. Haley wins Norman's district. Yeah, so we just down out to like 3 then. And you give Scott all 44. I think that works. I think that works something like this. DeSantis wins a random one probably. But Tim Scott at this point would theoretically be the front runner. Oh gosh. Hutchinson stays in until Arkansas. No, he drops out. Well, yeah. I guess we could keep him for Nevada. Because Nevada and South Carolina are on the same day. And it is only like a 4% threshold. So Hutchinson doesn't qualify for squat. Neither does Elder. I think Ramaswamy does okay. Gets like, something like that. Haley probably gets a few delegates. Scott probably does slightly better. I think Pence actually... I think Pence does okay here. I think DeSantis does carry Nevada. I think it does go to Nevada, though. Or DeSantis goes... Nevada goes to, like, DeSantis, I would say. It would end up something like this. Elder and Hutchinson, they would drop out. Or they won't even qualify. Or maybe Nikki Haley would probably flip like that. Vic and DeSantis would dominate Nevada. I think Pence would actually do okay there. Because there is a big, like, religious base there. So is Scott. Like, a more Mormon population. Mastriano brings Doug Vember to the primaries. No! No, please. Gosh, no. The sweep. Yeah, I think Ramaswamy takes 4th, though. Which isn't bad, but, yeah. It's better than Nikki Haley. That's my prediction. It would go better for Ramaswamy than Nikki Haley. Definitely in the first 4 states. But, yeah, I think it goes like this. DeSantis, Pence, Scott, Ramaswamy, Haley for Nevada. President Tim Scott, VP Phil Scott, Secretary of Interior Scott Walker, Senate Majority Leader Rick Scott. Oh, no. Not 50 Scotts. I mean, that's a meme. Like, you can have 50 Scotts, and it's not even a joke. It could theoretically happen. And speaking of the Republican side, like I mentioned earlier, now Michigan is before Super Tuesday. Usually after South Carolina, Nevada in recent years, then it's Super Tuesday. Now Michigan's not anymore, and I don't know what the threshold is. If a candidate receives 50% or more of the statewide vote, that candidate receives all 50% of delegates. Let's see, 55 national delegates can... . 55 national delegates, 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 Yeah, so I think we're going to go with like 20% because nobody's going to win majority of the vote in Michigan. There's no way. I think DeSantis does good here. Probably gets like 40-some% of the vote. Haley, I don't think does the best here. Ramaswamy's borderline, another one of those states. I think it's... Ooh. I think like percentage-wise it ends something like this. Would you ever vote for Tim Scott? Potentially. Potentially. So if it's like a 20% threshold, Vivek search. I don't think he gets the threshold though in Michigan. But it is more of a Midwestern state. I think now that you say it, Tabanis Ramaswamy could win Michigan if he pivots more towards the economic angle. That is true. He is from Ohio. That completely spaced for me. He is from Ohio. Haley wins Oakland. Yeah, I think like Scott and Haley do about the same in the state. Since it is 20% threshold, they get squat. They get like nothing. While the rest of the delegates are like given out like that. Pence gets a few. Ramaswamy gets a couple. But the vast plurality goes to DeSantis because it is like a 20% threshold. Ramaswamy could win in Michigan. Yeah, we saw that. Would you ever vote for Tim Scott? Again, it depends on circumstance. It really does depend. And I think at this point, Nikki Haley would probably just drop out. I think Haley at 8 delegates would just leave because she could only do good in like South Carolina, and that's it. Michigan hates Ohio. That is fair, but I think just politically helps Ramaswamy a bit. Pence has no Michigan appeal. Well, I think the GOP establishment would go with Pence there. I think they would go with Pence. Unless somebody says otherwise. Plus, he was a governor from Indiana. So you can make the argument that he has appeal to, like, you know, Eastern Ohio or Western Michigan. But it depends what everybody says. Because somebody's going to have to get some of this percent. Pence has no appeal at all aside from the establishment states. Well, Michigan is a huge establishment vote for the primary. Michigan really doesn't care about theocracy, though. Okay. So pretty much is a 20% threshold. I think everybody can agree DeSantis gets like half the delegates. And Ramaswamy, I think, probably gets delegates also. But who does... Who gets the rest? How would Scott do in the Detroit area? Probably okay. Scott is the establishment frontrunner. Scott gets the endorsements. I'm trying to think. Because I'm trying to be realistic here. Because would Tim Scott do good in Michigan? In a primary? Because somebody's going to do good in the Grand Rapids area. It's a matter of who. You know, I think we're going to leave that for a separate day. We're going to just ignore that. Anyways, folks, I think we're going to head off here. Again, if you got any more super chats, send them now or forever go in peace. Again, this was kind of a quicker stream. Again, if you do enjoy these streams, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. Scott gets a black vote. True. They would arrange for Pence to be his VP. I don't think Pence wants to be a VP for another 4 years. But yeah, if you got any more super chats, I think send them now. Everyone forgets that Scott called Trump a racist. I don't think everybody forgot. They just, like, ignored it. But, yeah, if you have any more super chats, send them now or forever go in peace. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting primary. But this is without Trump. And And again, tomorrow we will be doing a live reaction to the 2016 debates. We're going to do a 2016 debate reaction. All right, no more super chats. Well, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Godspeed.